Hi guys, this is Kathleen and I want to talk about in this video about facing your fears. Now this is a very controversial subject and you can argue it. I mean I can talk about fear for like 10 hours straight and I will still have 10 more hours to go until I finish. Because it's so of a complicated subject and so few people actually understand it. I mean, neither myself I understand it because it's something so ingrained in human nature. Okay, so no matter what your fears are, if you want to face a fear that you're having right now, my biggest breakthrough that really helped me to just get over fears and just go and do what I gotta do in spite of the fear, okay, not trying to avoid the fear but actually going through it, okay, is understanding where it's coming from. And according to the evolutionary theory that Darwin speaks about, that Dr. David Buss speaks about in his book Evolutionary Psychology, and so on and so on, the fear that you're having right now for a lot of things, for example, fear of heights, is an evolutionary good thing. Your ancestors that were afraid of heights had the privilege to live because they didn't have the balls to jump out of a fucking tree, so they left. Their genes continued to procreate. Okay, so you gotta understand that from an evolutionary point of view, these fears are all constructive. Okay, they are all with a purpose. They are not just there to be. They have some purposes. And if you think about the people that used to live 10,000 years ago on this planet, they had some very big limitations that we now don't have. So, and our genes and our bodies don't literally adapt that fast. Okay, even though in the last 200 years we evolved really quickly in technology, in like transportation, education, and everything, our genes still remain the same. Our genes still think that we are in caveman and cavewoman time, so they still act the same. Okay, that's why you feel the need, for example, to eat fast food when it doesn't do you good, because your body, your genes want fat, want stuff that can saturate you. And it doesn't really care that it's McDonald's or fast food or anything. It just cares about getting the food, because that's what it has been trained to do. But coming back to the fears, around 10,000 years ago, every single human on this planet was living in tribes, usually around 100 or 150 people tribes. Okay, and if your fear is like for social interactions, or a fear of expressing yourself, or putting yourself out there, or talking to people, or talking to strangers, whatever it is, you'll understand why that is from what I'm explaining to you right now. So we as people, we used to live in 150 person tribes, okay? And there was like the head of the tribe that was like the boss. And he had all the women, he had all the resources, and we lived kind of in a cooperation, but there was like this hierarchy. So when you're walking on the street and you don't feel like you can talk to a stranger, or you can talk to someone, or you can be expressive and not be shy, is because you feel your genes fear the fact that the head of the tribe is gonna come and kill you, or the guy that you're talking to, the girl that you're talking to, her boyfriend, okay, is gonna get a spine and kill you or something. Okay, you fear that. Your genes feel that. You don't fear that consciously, but you do it subconsciously. So all these social anxieties come from the perspective that there's like you're not good enough, you're low in the hierarchy, and there's all these people above you that can come and kill you, that can come and beat you up, or whatever. And that doesn't happen in the real life right now. You can go in a club, or you can go on the street, and shout and do everything, and nobody's gonna give a fuck. Okay, they may look at you for 5 seconds, but they're gonna keep going with their lives because they do not care. It's interesting. If you have the balls to do it, just do it. Go on the street and like, woo, do something extreme, and you're gonna see that people will look at you shocked, like for 3 seconds. They will keep going with their lives because ultimately they do not care that much. So if you want to get past these fears, you want to show your brain proof, not promises. Okay? And what I mean by that is try to socialize a little bit with little steps. Like for example, when you're going to, I hope you're not going to McDonald's, but let's just say you're going to McDonald's. When you're going to order something, just speak a little bit with a cashier. Like, how's your day going? Or how are you holding up? Is it good to work at McDonald's? Whatever. Ask her something. Like, be cool, be nice. And if be cool doesn't resonate with you, just try to be normal like you are with your friends. Don't try to do anything big and shouty and everything, but just try to be normal. It's really hot in my room right now. That's why I'm sweating. So you got to do that. Okay? Now, if your fear is not of social interactions or anything like that, there's tons of ways you can escape it and do it anyways, but what I found that works is if you decide that you gotta do it, if you decide that you want to do it, but you like feel fearful because it's a challenge, because it's outside your comfort zone, and so on and so forth, what you're gonna do is put yourself in that situation, shut off your logical brain, just don't care about it and just do it. Do it without thinking of any consequences. Just go do it. Okay? It's a little bit harder to do, but it's so damn effective. When you want to do something, you know you gotta do it, go do it, and don't think. Just don't think, because your brain is gonna come up with all kinds of excuses. Okay? Because your genes fear that you're gonna die, but you're not gonna die. Okay? So, this is my kind of philosophy on facing fears. I know there's all kinds of ways that you can face fears and stuff, and I'm aware that there may be other circumstances that this stuff doesn't work, but if this stuff works for you, go ahead and use it. What I want to tell you, and before I wrap this video up, is most fears, for example, 50 Cent I think talks about this, and I don't know how. I think he's in a crisis with money right now. But anyways, he talks about the fearless approach, okay, in his book, The 50th Law, in collaboration with Robert Greene, the author of the 48 Laws of Power. He talks about being fearless and acting despite of fear. And I really think this strongly, that acting despite of fear and acting and trying to control your emotions and to direct them how you want it to get the outcome and the results that you want, it's something that will make you a champion. It's something that will make you a millionaire. It's something that will make you a really strong person and a really strong individual, and will get you to where you want to go. Okay, so when you're going against your fears, don't just look at the fact that it's painful. Look at the fact that that experience is going to make you stronger. That in-person experience is going to make you a lot better to face your fears the next time. So think about that when you're facing your fears. And please, all of these fears are going to get you out of the comfort zone, and you are going to grow. And when you are going to grow, you're going to feel the pleasure of growing, and you're going to feel addicted, and you're not going to stop, and you're going to be a champion in short time. Not in short time, obviously. Every great thing takes time, but you know what I mean. So I usually advise people when they're facing their fears to go with baby steps. Just if you have like social fears, just go and try to be a little bit more social. Like, have a normal conversation. Ask them like, hey, what's up? My name is Matthew. What's your name? Oh, cool. Just that, and then run. Okay? Or when you, for example, if you fear heights, try to face that. Okay? Go to a roller coaster and realize that nothing is going to happen to you because roller coasters are safe. And you're gonna face your fears, and you're gonna realize, you're gonna show your you're gonna show your brain proof, not promises. So I hope this helps, and see you in the next videos. Bye.